Right now, live at 5, more soldiers are on their way to stall flooding near I Falls, just as the water levels there are expected to break a decades-old record. Plus,
it seems like water just keeps rising up here in northern Minnesota. We talked with resort owners and community members about the helping hand being lent coming up.
And later,
the Burlows are all in on the Pioneers, I will tell you that.
UMD's athletic director is on the move to a university with a rival hockey program.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. 50 more Minnesota National Guard soldiers will arrive in International Falls tonight.
And they're coming just in time as flooding near Rainy Lake is about to break a decades-old record.
In the next week, water is expected to rise another 10 to 11 inches, which would surpass the highest levels we've ever seen on Rainy Lake. That was a record set back in 1950. To give some more perspective, I Falls saw devastating flooding back in 2014, and today, Rainy Lake is already 16 inches above that. The Koochiching County Sheriff's Office hopes the additional soldiers, plus more sandbag machinery on its way, will only increase their work capacity.
And tonight, flooding has forced Koochiching County to close County Road 136. That impacts 24 homes. The county has suggested those residents voluntarily evacuate. If you do, you're asked to check in at the Bacchus Community Center. The Red Cross is helping folks who need a place to go.
They're also adding hours at the Cary Park sandbagging site, and they desperately need more volunteers. Starting tomorrow, there will be 2 shifts between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. And residents can come pick up sandbags there between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. If you need help getting sandbags for your property, you can call the Koochiching County Sheriff's Office. We have that number on our website, cbs3duluth.com. And Voyageurs National Park is supplying filled sandbags to anyone who needs to pick them up by boat. You can grab those at the main boat launch at the lower parking lot. The lake access is closed for actually launching your boat, but it's open to any boaters retrieving sandbags.
Meanwhile, about a half-hour southeast of there, the situation is also worsening on Lake Kabetogama. Many resorts and homes on the lake have sandbags completely surrounding their properties, but the crest could still be weeks away.
CBS 3's Quinn Gorham shows us what some resort owners are having to deal with as water continues to rise.
Yeah, in the past few weeks, the situation has really only gotten worse up here on Lake Kabetogama. I want to draw your attention to these 2 trees right over here. These trees are at the shoreline, and it drops off pretty quick. If I were to walk out there right now, I would be about head deep in water. And that's resulted in a lot of the resort owners, like those here at the Moosehorn Resort, sandbagging their properties and trying to keep the water from reaching cabins like this one right over here. It hasn't been successful in every situation, though. This one over here, this is their bait house. And the bait house, they tried sandbagging initially, but at this point, there's about 1.5 feet of water inside that building. It's going to be a total loss once all this water goes back down. In addition, I want to draw your attention to these docks over here. This is a common sight right now up here in northern Minnesota because resort owners are being forced to weigh down their docks to keep them from floating away with sandbags, with barrels, all these different things. And if you take a look up the shoreline, you can see the flooding is a problem everywhere. We're right here on the edge of Voyageurs National Park, and the water has really just crept in. The national park is encroaching at this point on all of these cabins up here. But the real amazing thing has been the community effort trying to bring all of these things together and lend a helping hand to neighbors in the community. We'll talk a little bit more about that tonight coming up at 6 and 10.
All right, we're looking forward to that. Thank you, Quinn. If you'd like to lend a hand, the United Way of Northeastern Minnesota is organizing another volunteer mission. You'd be filling or placing sandbags in International Falls or Kabetogama. They're planning to head up from Chisholm on June 8th, 9th, 14th, and 15th. We have more information on how to sign up on our website, cbs3duluth.com.
Meanwhile, the Itasca County Board will consider declaring a state of emergency after a tornado tore through Deer River Monday. That conversation is expected to happen during their county board meeting Tuesday. The tornado damaged many buildings, including the city's funeral home and post office, along with homes, roads, and trees. Wind speeds reached up to 107 miles per hour. A state of emergency would allow the county to apply for financial assistance both from the state and FEMA. This would also help them determine exactly how much damage was caused.
Dave joins us now for a look at the weather. Dave, just incredible sights to see up there, and it still could be a while before the waters crest.
You're right, Kristen. Could be mid-June before that happens.
Wow.
So the expiration date on our flood warning up north is tentatively Monday at 4 p.m. But of course, that's up in the air. Weather Service will re-examine and extend and even expand if needed come Monday. Hopefully contract, because again, I've been hearing that in the Ely area, the water's going down slowly and somewhat surely. But towards International Falls, of course, it's been a lot worse in that neck of the woods. Now, there is a chance for some rain tonight, but that shouldn't cause too much trouble for up north because they're only expecting about 1/10 of an inch. Still looking at a trough of lower pressure spinning along, kicking up that chance for the showers overnight tonight, despite the fact that higher pressure at the surface is going a long way in keeping those showers from becoming anything heavier. So, to our short-term forecast tonight, partly cloudy sky after the evening showers, and then tomorrow the high pressure flexes its muscles and we get straight up sunshine. Although the normal is 68 and we may only make about 60 degrees. It'll be cooler than normal, but dry and sunny. Will that last into Saturday? There are odds against that. We'll talk about how great they are coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. A big shakeup today for UMD's athletic department.
The top Bulldog has been tapped to lead a rival program weeks after signing a new contract. The University of Denver named Josh Burlow its Vice Chancellor of Athletics today. Burlow has been UMD's athletic director for 9 years now and had just signed a 3-year contract extension with the Bulldogs 2 weeks ago. We don't know the financial specifics of that deal or what Burlow was offered to head to Colorado. The Rhode Island native will now lead the Pioneers' 18 Division I programs, which include the reigning men's hockey national champions who actually beat the Bulldogs in this year's NCHC championship. All UMD sports, besides for hockey, are Division II. Burlow cited family ties to the Denver area and a good fit as reasons for the move.
And the way that the University of Denver approaches athletics, with academic success as paramount, with a desire to win and win with integrity, it really gets to my core beliefs.
Some of Burlow's colleagues celebrated him in several statements issued by the Pioneers today. Head UMD women's hockey coach Mara Crowell called him a tremendous leader who created a collaborative culture in their athletic department. And outgoing UMD Chancellor Lenley Black said he's sad for the Bulldogs, but proud of Burlow, adding that he's done an incredible job over the years. Burlow was chosen as part of a nationwide search, and his first day at DU will be July 15th. We don't know when he'll wrap things up at UMD or what the process to replace him will look like.
Still to come on Live at 5, summer and STEM coming together at a fun camp. But first, they need volunteers. We'll have details coming up in City by City.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Payments of medical bills and wages. Money for pain and suffering. Call anytime 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
I'm Dr. Carly Edlund. I'm a pediatric hospitalist at St. Luke's. A pediatric hospitalist is a pediatric doctor who specializes in taking care of patients when they're in the hospital. My kids are pretty little. They like really anything we can do outside. Being a parent is really challenging, and you face questions every day that you had no idea were even going to be questions. Having kind of a fun and playful atmosphere is really important when you're working with kids, and to kind of help the kids feel a little bit more engaged and in control of what's going on around them, then they're able to have a better experience.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solutions Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solutions Center right now to learn about this groundbreaking new CGM technology. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how you can get your own continuous glucose monitor or CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
It seems like water just keeps rising up here in northern Minnesota. We talked with resort owners and community members about the helping hand being lent coming up.
The winds sure picked up today, but we so far have dodged that 30% shower chance.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kevikauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park tonight. You can see the waves out there and flags whipping as the wind continues. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region.
A remembrance ride in Aurora next weekend and saying goodbye to schools on the Iron Range. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland city by city. We start in Chisholm tonight, where an upcoming summer camp is in need of some help. Camp Invention will take place this July at the Minnesota Discovery Center, hosted by the Range Engineering Council. While registration is full, they are in need of volunteers. 9th grade through college age students are encouraged to sign up and help the 1st through 6th grade students. Volunteers, aka leadership interns, will receive 40 volunteer hours, leadership training, and a letter of recommendation from the U.S. Patent and Trade Organization. Next, we head to Aurora for a remembrance ride next weekend. Saturday, June 11th, is the 2nd annual Scotty Christensen Poker Run. The day will start at noon at the Loon Lake Community Center and is open to both motorcycles and vehicles. Proceeds from the event will go to scholarships in Scotty's name for students interested in passions he had, such as welding, blacksmithing, 4-H, and more. 5% will also go to help those in Ukraine. Christensen was killed in a hit and run in 2016. And we wrap up in Virginia and Gilbert tonight, where they are saying goodbye to a few schools. Rockbridge Public Schools is holding 2 school closing and open house ceremonies this evening. A few minutes ago, the farewell began at the Gilbert campus for Evelyn Gilbert Junior High and Nell Sheen Elementary. Then tonight at 6, Roosevelt Elementary School in Virginia will have its open house and farewell. This fall, Nell Sheen students will move to Laurentian Elementary and Roosevelt students will move to Franklin Elementary. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, several first responder agencies came together today to simulate an emergency at Duluth's airport. Why leaders say this training is so invaluable in just a few minutes.
Normal high temp is 69 degrees today at the airport in Duluth. We beat that by a degree, 70. A cool down is coming, though, as a slight shower chance rides across the region here tonight. We'll talk about how long showers could stick around and how long temperatures will stay down coming up after our break.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
My 95.7, your life, your music. My 95.7 mornings with Rich and Maddie. Waking up the Northland every weekday. Every weekday. Your life, your music. My 95.7.
Hi folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-310-2570. That's 1-800-310-2570 now.
You want to feel important, to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
We know. We felt that way too.
And that's why we joined the Army National Guard. Take on your legacy.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
When it comes to sports, there's one guy who's dunking on the competition. For all your local sports, Duncan Goldberg. Evenings on Live Local CBS 3.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Heritage Window and Door. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, quite often, of course, I head up Highway 53 to International Falls and I take a left turn to go visit my mother-in-law. But if I took a right turn, I'd end up in Rainier. And Roger Truscott made that trip yesterday, and this is the picture he took. Indeed, it is awfully wet up in that neck of the woods. All across northern Coochin County through St. Louis County into parts of Lake County, looking at the flood troubles, which probably could be with us at least another 2 weeks. So please do travel cautiously if you're thinking about taking the Echo Trail from Crane Lake to Ely, things like that. It's awfully wet and likely will stay wet, even though the weather for the short term is going to be on the dry side. We'll talk about that forecast after this look at the current conditions. And in the sky above Canal Park here, you can see the clouds have thickened up. That's a trough of lower pressure that's trying to bring a shower chance tonight. Current temp at the airport is 64, west-northwest winds going 10 miles per hour. Relative humidity a bit low at 33%, and so that'll hamper the chance for those rain showers to hit the ground. They may re-evaporate before they even touch the surface. Air pressure, a little bit low at 29.8 inches. This trough of lower pressure north of the border is not a very potent one at all. The cloud cover taking down our temperatures just a bit. After a top of 70 earlier today, we're starting to tumble into the mid-50s in northern Minnesota, mid to upper 60s for central Minnesota, up the North Shore, still some 60s to look at there. And we're eyeing up 60s and still 70s for northern Wisconsin. Ashland's at 72, Hayward has 71, Superior at 67 isn't so bad, and 66 to 71 is the run of numbers for the Upper Peninsula. Tomorrow's high temps probably lower 60s for the most part as the cloud cover and that trough of lower pressure take down temps for Friday. By Saturday, we'll perk back up again, at least into the mid-60s. So it's not a huge cold snap that's going to last a long time. Here's our national picture. There's high pressure still in control for the most part. That's why it was sunny most of the day. But there's that trough of lower pressure crossing the border here and kicking up a few rain showers in northern Minnesota. Not very widely spread out, actually more widely spread out than one might think, but not too much of it hitting the ground. And we're getting a few of those in northern Wisconsin, at least radar indicated, and trying to pass into the UP. Bottom line is you have a 30% chance for some of these sprinkles till about 10 o'clock tonight. Then after that, we become partly cloudy again, which will set us up for a new shot of higher pressure to ease in and bring sunshine for Friday. Straight up sunshine, mostly sunny to plain old sunny for a day. Already by Saturday, a lower pressure trough wedges in down to the south of our area, and that kicks up a 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, but in turn, that'll be pushed away by this high on Sunday, so it's only going to be a one-day rain chance, and Sunday looks to be pretty nice. So let's get a look at that niceness with our 7-day forecast tonight. In Minnesota, up north, maybe a little cool into the 30s from the Iron Ranges to the border. Low 40s for the rest of the region. Partly cloudy sky, which is shared with Wisconsin and Michigan. Low temps in the low 40s there. For tomorrow with sunshine, Wisconsin, Michigan runs 59 to 63. And Minnesota runs about 53 to 64. The normal is 69, but we'll take this with sunshine. You know, that's a small price to pay. And then Saturday, there's the 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms. They're not expected to be severe. Just a little bit of noise activity in the afternoon. Sunday, 63 and mostly sunny. Monday, a very similar forecast. Next rain chances Tuesday and Wednesday. That may be a slightly better one, especially on Wednesday, where we could get something to finally add up.
Well, at least a bit of a break there for the folks dealing with that flooding.
Tonight, if we get a 1/10 of an inch from those showers, that's about all that'll be written about that topic.
All right. Well, hopefully that'll help them make some progress on that flooding.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Today, a ceremonial signing was held for a first-of-its-kind veteran support law in Minnesota. Governor Walz signed the Omnibus Veterans Bill into law in May. It allocates more than $40 million in an effort to prevent future veteran homelessness, fund veterans' homes and cemeteries, and award bonuses to Gold Star families. The new law also provides $4 million in incentives to retain National Guard members. There are more than 300,000 veterans in Minnesota.
This morning, the Duluth airport held a drill they hope to never experience in real life. The training was part of the airport's mandatory full-scale emergency exercise, which takes place every 3 years. Several first responder agencies were on scene, along with 36 volunteer actors. The scenario featured a fictionalized crash scene, fire, and an active crime situation. While responders haven't seen a real scenario like this happen in Duluth, Airport Authority Executive Director Tom Warner says it's critical to practice the coordination and communication.
They know where to respond to. We want to make sure that that response is coordinated in a way that we're efficiently using all of those resources to save lives and protect the traveling public. Thankfully, we haven't had an event like this. Hopefully, we never will, but we're ready if it happens.
Warner says he is very grateful to have so many local response partners willing to take part and help in such an important training. Flights were not impacted.
It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing.
Yeah, she's a cute one. This is Kit Kat. She's a 12-year-old gal looking for some friends to cozy up with. Our friends at the shelter say she's got a lot of juice left in her tank, but she takes a little bit to warm up and get going. It sounds like most of us in the morning, probably, so you can relate to Kit Kat. They added she is as sweet as candy and worth $100 grand. I love those candy puns, Kit Kat. Her description deserved that.
Yes, she is adorable, and hopefully she gets adopted, and hopefully we can all have a little snack, because now I'm hungry.
Oh, right, I know, and her sweet little white paws, too, just so cute. Well, if you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Kit Kat, you can call the number on your screen.
Still to come, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are taking up conversations on gun legislation after 3 weeks of deadly mass shootings. Where lawmakers stand right now, coming up.
Right now at Home World Rugs, get 15% off Area Rug sale prices with many different patterns, sizes, and shapes to choose from. And Area Rug experts in every showroom to help you find the perfect rug. 5 days of 15% off Area Rugs ends Tuesday at Home World Rugs. Now open in Oakdale.
I want more time camping than I want in the service job. I choose Link RV because they get things done in a timely manner. I bring it in, they get it fixed. A day or two later, I can drive it home and go camping.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
Interstate Battery has the battery for your RV, ATV, and so much more. Power up your summer with a battery you can depend on. Visit us today at 426 John Avenue in Superior or at your nearest Interstate Batteries dealer. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable.
Hey neighbor, you switched to T-Mobile home internet yet? Trim your hedge. It's $50 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. No price hikes, no hidden fees.
I did it.
Oh!
I switched to T-Mobile home internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Why didn't you tell me to switch earlier?
It's Summer Savings Month with Bath Planet by Your Home Improvement Company.
Get 10% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 2 full years. For showers, bathtubs, flooring, and more, call us today for an appointment tomorrow. With Bath Planet, your estimates are free and your installers are professionally trained, so your project is done right the first time. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
We will witness yet another moment in history.
Strong, enduring, and timeless. Stickley, premium solid wood furniture crafted for beauty and functionality. For a limited time, enjoy 40% savings on Stickley bedroom furniture during the Stickley Memorial Day sale, exclusively at Home Furniture.
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app.
In the aftermath of another mass shooting, President Biden is addressing the nation tonight on the gun violence crisis.
On Capitol Hill, lawmakers are still trying to find common ground on gun reform measures. Skylar Henry has the latest from Washington.
For us to do something.
House lawmakers have sharply different views on new gun control measures under consideration.
The American people are begging for us to address this crisis.
What this bill does, it tells law-abiding citizens when you can get a gun, what kind of gun you can get.
All it takes is political courage.
If these laws actually worked, wouldn't things be getting better by now rather than worse?
The 41-page Protecting Our Kids Act would clamp down on gun trafficking, encourage safe gun storage, restrict large-capacity ammunition feeding devices, and raise the legal age to buy certain guns to 21. The full House could vote on the measures next week. But even if it passes there, it's unlikely to get the buy-in needed in an evenly divided Senate to become law. On the Senate side, a handful of lawmakers from both sides of the aisle met virtually this week discussing background checks, red flag laws, safe gun storage, and school security.
We've had really productive discussions. Our goal is to get a piece of legislation that saves lives.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell believes the conversation should focus on mental health and school safety.
So we're working, hoping to come up with a bipartisan agreement so we can pass something at the federal level that will actually target this problem.
While lawmakers in Washington debate, some states are already taking action. Following the Buffalo supermarket shooting, New York Governor Kathy Hochul and state Democrats have introduced 10 bills to tighten gun laws and close loopholes. And in Texas, where a gunman killed 19 children and 2 teachers in Uvalde, Governor Greg Abbott is now calling for the creation of special committees to address school security and firearm safety. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Tonight, President Biden plans to deliver remarks on the recent mass shootings and press Congress to act. He's set to speak at 6:30 Central Time.
Here's what we're working on tonight. The inspiring story of a mother of 9, now a doctor, showing us all it's never too late to pursue your dreams. We've got that and more tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. When joint pain or injury becomes too much to bear, turn to Essentia Health's expert team to keep you moving forward.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin show? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
It's always time for Papa Murphy's. And now you can get any medium 2-topping pizza for just $6.99. Now that's meaty-yum. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Are you looking to be trained in a new career with plenty of room for advancement? Renewal by Anderson of the Lake Superior region is seeking skilled laborers, administrators, and detail-oriented individuals to expand their experience and work product knowledge. With paid training and a generous benefits package, including health and dental insurance, retirement match, 526 plan support, PTO, HRA, IRA plans, and much more. This is a company you'll love working for. Come join our team, stacked with experts in supportive leadership while enjoying a fun and welcoming work environment. Visit RBALakeSuperiorCareers.com to apply today.
The world changed in an instant, but at MediaCom, we were ready. And as internet traffic increased, we never slowed down. Schools and businesses went virtual, and we powered a new reality. For more than 20 years, we've been building a future-ready network to keep you ahead of it all. And now, Mediacom will be among the first to take you to 10G. We're making the next giant leap forward in internet technology and taking you further than you can imagine.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Vaki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Vaki every Tuesday at 10. Only on live, local CBS 3.
Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Thursday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6.
The flooding in northern Minnesota continues to get worse, and sandbagging efforts are ramping up. The National Guard deployed an additional 50 soldiers today, and Coochin County officials decided to close County Road 136. Tonight we'll hear from the Hibbing Police Chief as other communities come together to help their neighbors.
And tonight at 6, the Douglas County Jail is struggling with staffing shortages, and they're now turning to a job fair to boost numbers. We take you inside tonight.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you back here at 6.